What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97 and welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. This is episode number 50 and we are here with main event. But of course, like I said in the last episode, at the end of the last episode, the next episode of main event, episode 53, will be mega main event. So that is set to be a pretty epic episode, but this of course is the 50th episode spectacular of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. We've hit 50 episodes, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at the match card. Mark Henry has opted to compete in a gauntlet match. It will not be against 3MB. Those are just placeholders. Dolph Ziggler will take on Damien Sandow. That's a matchup there between two superstars who really haven't been doing a whole lot in Universe Mode as of late. Natalya will take on AJ Lee, and the main event is Hulk Hogan versus Roman Reigns. So that's set to be one heck of a main event. As we can see, Damien Sandow defeats Dolph Ziggler. So could that potentially lead, get Sandow featured a little bit more after that victory? Maybe he can put together a string of victories and potentially challenge for the Intercontinental Championship at SmackDown, perhaps, in the near future, possibly. I don't know, but as we can also see, Natalya defeats AJ Lee. So I went ahead and switched out 3MB in this gauntlet match. So let's go ahead and get it underway. Mark Henry, the World Heavyweight Champion, making his way down to the ring. And surprisingly, it seems as though, every time Mark Henry comes out for a match, he gets attacked beforehand, whether it's Chris Jericho or Sheamus. I mean, Mark Henry he has not had the best of luck since winning that World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, he's always getting jumped from behind. It's just out of control what's been going on with Mark Henry lately. But anyway, tonight he's elected to take on 3 superstars, possibly, unless he gets defeated before that mark. But that's going to be a very tough task for any of these members of the Gauntlet. And as we can see, his first opponent will be Rey Mysterio. And I don't know, Rey, you're a bit outsized here, a bit outmatched. Of course, Rey Mysterio, though, he's always been known as the ultimate underdog, the biggest little man in WWE history. So, I mean, Rey Mysterio, if anyone his size would be able to go up against Mark Henry, I'd have to say Rey Mysterio's got the best opportunity. But he's going to be the first opponent for Mark Henry here in this gauntlet matchup. Of course, Henry, he actually asked for this match. He went backstage and I don't know who the SmackDown general manager is, but Mark Henry got a hold of somebody back there and requested this gauntlet matchup. So this is what we've got. We got Mark Henry, Rey Mysterio starting off the gauntlet match. But of course, this the way this matchup goes, if Mark Henry can get the pin, if he can eliminate Rey Mysterio, then there will be another superstar who comes out as a member of Rey's team, I guess you could call it. And then if Mark Henry defeats that superstar, there will be one more left for Henry. And if he defeats him, he's won the match. But if any of those 3 superstars defeat Mark Henry, then their whole team gets a victory. So this could be a big opportunity for Rey Mysterio, as well as the other 2 superstars on his team here in the gauntlet matchup. As we can see, Mark Henry quickly trying to take the advantage here. Slow down the pace of the matchup. Don't allow Rey Mysterio to hit any of those high-flying offense. Go after the leg, maybe, and just begin to utilize that power offense that has made Mark Henry. That's what got him to the dance here. And there's a nice arm drag takedown by Rey Mysterio. And now my ear is ringing, so I apologize for that. It distracted me a little bit. But Rey Mysterio, he's going to have to use that high-flying offense. He's going to have to avoid Mark Henry here. He does not want to be cornered, as the world's strongest man went for that splash in the corner, but Rey was able to avoid that one, and now Henry going to go for it a second time. And again, Rey Mysterio just able to, sidestep, get out of that corner. But Mark Henry caught him right there with a clothesline. And now look at these big punches right to the side of the head of Rey Mysterio. As now Mark Henry's going to pick Rey up almost by the head. But no, Rey with a nice counter. And big STO, running STO there by Mark Henry, just slamming Rey down to the mat. As the ringing in my ear is finally stopped, so that's a good thing. That's going to help me focus on the commentary a bit more. Look at Rey Mysterio, a bit of innovative offense right there. Bit of that luchador-style offense. Look at this. Springboard into a bulldog. That's Rey Mysterio's, his own bulldog there. It's definitely a very innovative version of the bulldog. But Rey Mysterio, like I said, he's got to use that high-flying offense, avoid Mark Henry. He doesn't want to get into any sort of lockups with the world's strongest man. As we can see, Henry just tossed Rey Mysterio right into that turnbuckle. Rey Mysterio even bounced out of it. Look at this, going for a powerbomb. Mysterio counters into a DDT. And this could be the opening that Rey Mysterio needs to begin to mount some offense here against the world's strongest man. Look at this, Hurricanrana takes down Mark Henry. And right now he's got the offense. Can he stay on Henry? But no, Henry just tosses him away. He just completely throws him off there. Now look at this, big alley-oop. Not even that. I don't even know what that was called, but a big slam there. Now look at this splash right onto Rey Mysterio. That could do it. That's 2, 3. That's it. Rey Mysterio has been eliminated by Mark Henry. And now Titus O'Neil looks like he'll be the second opponent here for Mark Henry in this gauntlet matchup. Of course, Titus O'Neil, one half the Primetime Players. And now Mark Henry went for the big punch, but Titus countered. And look at this, Titus O'Neil countered by Mark Henry. As Henry now tosses Titus O'Neil over there into the corner. And a big clothesline now from Mark Henry. But as we know, Titus O'Neil, one half of the Primetime Players, along with Darren Young. They've been making that claim over in the tag team division, looking to challenge potentially the Wyatt family for the tag team championships. As we can see, Titus O'Neil now, big kick right to the back of Mark Henry. And now there's an elbow once again right to the spine. So Ray, he's done a little bit of damage on Mark Henry here. Titus O'Neil's going to want to look to capitalize on that. Of course, Mark Henry, you know, that's going to be one of the things factoring in this gauntlet matchup. While Mark Henry's going to be going up against 3 fresh opponents. Henry now, he's got to work with some fatigue from the previous matchup against his opponents. But he's eliminated Rey Mysterio, so that's 1 man down. So that leaves 2 left for Henry to face off. And we know that one of them is Titus O'Neil. We'll have to see if Mark Henry can make it to the 3rd person, and if so, who that would be. But Titus O'Neil, he could use a bit of power game here as well. Big sidewalk slam by Mark Henry. But Titus O'Neil definitely not going to be flying around the ring like a Rey Mysterio. So Mark Henry's got to, try a little bit a different approach here to this matchup. He could probably still outpower Titus O'Neil, but he doesn't have to worry about the high-flying offense that Rey Mysterio brought to the matchup. But I don't think Mark Henry's going to be able to manhandle Titus O'Neil quite as easily as he did Rey Mysterio. Titus O'Neil's a pretty big dude, almost taller than Mark Henry, maybe even taller than Henry. And big gutbuster there to Titus O'Neil. And now Mark Henry, big knee right to the face of Titus O'Neil, the real deal. Titus O'Neil, or is it the big deal? Anyway, so look at this, Mark Henry looking to finish off Titus O'Neil here. World's strongest slam, that could do it. Thanks for coming, Titus, but that's probably it. Hooks the leg, 2 count, and 3. What? Titus O'Neil just kicked out of the world's strongest slam. Are you kidding me? Titus O'Neil, we know he's been one half the Primetime Players, but I didn't think I can't even speak now. I'm just in shock. I didn't think Titus O'Neil had what it takes to kick out of the world's strongest slam, but he's done it right here. Mark Henry's got to be stunned. I know I'm stunned. Titus O'Neil now, the only question is, will he be able to, mount some offense here? I mean, Titus O'Neil, he's just kicked out of the world's strongest slam. Can he possibly put away Henry? Oh, look at that. Henry was going for something, but Titus countered. And now headbutt from big deal Titus O'Neil. And now Titus O'Neil just working on the arm of Mark Henry. Maybe try to take out some of the power game of Mark Henry, take out some of that offense. Maybe the world's strongest slam even. But Mark Henry now pushing Titus away there. And now has him from behind. Look at this. Mark Henry now looking to work on the leg of Titus O'Neil, taking him down there with that shin breaker. And now Mark Henry just stomps the knee right into the mat. As now Titus, big kick right to the face of Mark Henry. And now Titus O'Neil, there's a kick to the gut. Can he mount some offense here? No, Henry now tossing him over there into the corner. Oh no, now Henry putting him up on the top rope. What's he going for here? Titus counters. Titus is up on the top rope. And a big axe handle right to the face of Mark Henry. So Titus O'Neil, out of his comfort zone there. But he was still and now look at this, Mark Henry going to the top rope here. And oh, Titus counters with the knees. But I mean, Henry, he's already hit his best shot on Titus O'Neil. He's probably wondering, what is it going to take to put this man away? And now look at this, Titus O'Neil. What's he going for here? Big, that gutbuster there. And now Titus maybe could be moments away from a cover here. If he could just cover him, he might have Mark Henry. Has to drag him away from the ropes, but that's going to give Henry some time to recover. There's 2. And a kick out from Mark Henry. And now Henry, look at this. Big Irish whip sending Titus O'Neil back first into that turnbuckle. And now Mark Henry just powering him up there. There's a military press power slam. Military press. I kind of butchered that. And now Mark Henry picking up Titus O'Neil. Oh, and now he's got him locked in a bear hug. The submission hold. Can Titus O'Neil get out of this one? I think that might be it. Titus O'Neil after the world's strongest slam. I mean, there was too much damage to the back. There was no way Titus was going to get out of that. And look at this. Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is the third man here. And now Jericho kicking Mark Henry in the face. We know Jericho, ever since coming to SmackDown, he's made a beeline right for Mark Henry in that World Heavyweight Championship. And now Jericho, what a win this would be if he could defeat Mark Henry right here. You know, Henry's taken a lot of damage so far in this matchup. I mean, he's already had to go through Rey Mysterio and Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil put up way more of a fight than I would have given him credit for. And now Mark Henry's got to take on Chris Jericho after having faced 2 opponents already. But now Jericho, we have to say with Jericho, he's going right after Mark Henry since being traded over here to SmackDown. So, I mean, Jericho's got to be one of the top contenders in that World Heavyweight Championship division. As now Henry takes Jericho down. And now Henry, countered by Jericho. Look at the strength of Jericho to take him down with that hip toss counter. And now Henry puts Jericho over there into the corner. And now it's short arm clothesline. Really took Jericho's head off on that one. And now Henry going right back to the head. Just punching away at the face of Chris Jericho. And now once again back to the head. Delivering the punches now to the side of the head of Chris Jericho. Of course, Chris Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and roll. Every time, I told you every time it's going to happen. But Chris Jericho, of course, 9-time Intercontinental Champion. The first ever undisputed champion. Chris Jericho's got a lot of credentials as he goes up against the world's strongest man. And your current World Heavyweight Champion, also King of the Ring, Mark Henry. So, we know the world's strongest man, world's strongest champion, world's strongest king. I mean, Mark Henry's got a lot of titles there now that he's won the King of the Ring tournament. Big kick right to the arm there of Mark Henry. And we got to remember, when Mark Henry won the King of the Ring tournament, that's what got him the World Heavyweight Championship matchup against the Celtic Warrior Sheamus back at No Way Out. And now look at this, Chris Jericho going for the walls of Jericho. He's got it locked in. Mark Henry, does he have the strength to power out of the walls of Jericho? Jericho's got it locked in. Henry, center of the ring. Not going to be able to get to the ropes there. I think Mark Henry just managed to slip out of it there. Managed to slip out of the walls of Jericho. And now Jericho, slap right to the back of the head, just kind of trying to catch Henry off guard. Maybe even anger the Giant. Try to, just anger him. Potentially, cause him to get blinded by rage and potentially make a mistake. Who knows, but Jericho, code breaker, right to the face of Mark Henry. I think he just busted him open there. Jericho dragging Mark Henry away from the ropes. Now going to hook the leg. 1, 2, 3. No, Mark Henry kicks out. Henry's still alive in this matchup. And what is it going to take to put away Henry as now they're trading shots back and forth. Henry, oh, wait a minute, what the hell? Ryback, the Intercontinental Champion Ryback breaks into the ring here. That's going to cause a disqualification. And now Henry and Jericho, I should say Ryback and Jericho just double teaming Henry. Here come Christian and Sheamus. We're gonna have a throwdown right here. These 4 superstars are eyeing each other up here. And wait a minute. Oh no, they've all now turned their attention to the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Henry trying to fight off all 4 of these superstars. But now Henry, he may be the world's strongest man, but he's taken quite a beating in that matchup. And now these 4 superstars, the numbers game, just overwhelming the world champion Mark Henry. Ryback, Christian, Sheamus, Jericho, 4 superstars who have got to be in that World Heavyweight Championship picture. This is just kind of showing the horizon for Mark Henry. These are all the superstars that he's got to watch out for in that World Heavyweight Championship division. I guess that comes with the territory. You win the title, you're going to have a huge target on your back. You're the top guy on your show if you've got the World Championship. So, Henry, he's got a huge target on his back. And, he's got a huge back to have a huge target on, but it is a huge target I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's move on to our main event matchup of the evening. It is between Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He has returned with all of his Hulkamaniacs here in the WWE Universe. Or am I referring to the WWE Network? I'm not sure. But Hulk Hogan coming down to the ring. He's going to be going one-on-one with the powerhouse of the Shield, Roman Reigns. Because as we remember, at Survivor Series, there will be the traditional Survivor Series tag team matchup. It will be Team Icons, the team of Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock as they take on the Shield. Of course, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and this man coming down to the ring making his entrance, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, of course, your United States champion. He won that title back at No Way Out in the Fatal 4-Way against Kofi Kingston, The Miz, and Jack Swagger. So Roman Reigns now, not only has Dean Ambrose held the WWE Championship, but Roman Reigns now the United States champion. So Seth Rollins, the only member of the Shield yet to hold championship gold. But of course, Rollins has picked up a number of victories against some very big-name superstars, high-profile superstars. So I mean, Seth Rollins, he could be next in line to win a championship. I mean, the Shield, they're just on a path of destruction as of late here in the WWE. The Shield, they've really begun to take over the Monday Night Raw brand. And now referee calling for the bell. Hogan missed Roman Reigns and accidentally knocked out the referee here. Well, that's one heck of a start to the matchup. As now Hogan and Reigns just going to trade shots now. But the referee is down and out. Look at this. Hogan counters with a back suplex. Nice move there. Taking down Roman Reigns. But if this is any indication to how the match could go, we know the Shield thrives in chaos. So, I mean, Roman Reigns, I mean, now's your opportunity if you want to, oh, never mind, I guess. The referee's back up, so we're not going to see any weapons get involved. I mean, if they do, you're going to get disqualified. But, as I was going to say, we know that Seth Rollins has defeated The Rock. We know that Dean Ambrose has defeated Stone Cold. Monumental victories for the Shield heading into the tag team matchup. But the question is, can Roman Reigns defeat Hulk Hogan? I think that's the question we're all dying to know here in this matchup. Can Roman Reigns defeat Hulk Hogan? Of course, Hulk Hogan, just the biggest, possibly the biggest superstar, the biggest name in the history of professional wrestling. Hulk Hogan, I mean, it was once, eat your vitamins, say your prayers. Then, of course, became the infamous leader of the NWO over in WCW. Then came back, had that match with The Rock. I mean, Hulk Hogan, he's done numerous, he's got numerous accomplishments over the course of his career. Of course, former WWE champion. Hulk Hogan, he's one of the most decorated names in the business. But now we've got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he's got a lot of potential. He's got the potential to be one of the Hulk Hogans potentially of our era, of the modern era, of what I guess now is becoming the reality era. But yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns, he's got a lot of potential. A lot of people in the back are super high on Roman Reigns. I mean, he's got the credentials. He is he second generation or third generation superstar? But I mean, wrestling is in his blood. Of course, the Samoans, they've got a lot of really talented wrestlers. Of course, guys like Yokozuna, The Rock, the Usos, which I guess, I mean, the Usos, they're getting up there. They're a pretty good tag team in their own right. In this universe mode, I mean, the Usos still got a little bit of work to do. They actually haven't really been featured much. And that's kind of a personal bias by me, because I prefer to use the superstars that are in the game rather than creative wrestlers in something like this universe mode. I'm not really sure why. It's just, I don't know, just something, I don't know, it's just one of my weird sort of preferences. Like, I mean, created superstars, like original created superstars I like to use, but I don't know, just like created wrestlers that are real superstars. For some reason, I'm not big on using them in my universe mode series. I mean, RVD has been like the one exception in WWE 2K14 because, I mean, he came back, so that's kind of why I wanted to use him. I mean, I have guys like the Usos and the Matadors, but I mean, I don't really use them too often. And now that we're getting close to WWE 2K15, I'm probably going to start bringing some of those superstars in a little bit more as we're getting close to the game, and without a doubt, the Usos are going to be in the game. The Matadors should be in the game, and I mean, I don't know, a lot of new superstars were brought up over the course of really just ever since this game was released. We got guys like Xavier Woods, Rusev, like I said, Los Matadores, We got a lot of divas that should hopefully get brought into the game. Potentially Paige, Emma, Alicia Fox, definitely. Please not Eva Marie, please. Don't put her in the game. I mean, hey, at least if Eva Marie's in the game, I'll have a Divas jobber. And the Bellas might actually get a push if Eva Marie's in the game, because they won't have to do the job. I mean, I don't really have enough interest in the Divas at the moment to really need a Divas jobber. But I have to say the Divas division is getting better in this universe mode. And, I mean, just the fact that we don't have a jobber at the moment is probably a good thing. But big Superman punch by Roman Reigns is, yeah, I got to get back on topic for this matchup. Enough talking about the Divas. No one wants to hear about that. We've got here Hogan and Roman Reigns in the ring. One of the biggest, potentially one of the biggest clashes in this universe mode to date, as Hogan gets chucked to the outside over the top rope. Roman Reigns here. Nope, now he's going to toss. Or now he's going to send Hogan back into the ring. Big elbow right to the face of Hulk Hogan. As now Roman Reigns enters the ring once again. Look at this. Hulk Hogan tossed him off the ropes. Look at this. Hip toss. And now Hulk Hogan setting him up. Leg drop there. Hooks both legs. That could do it. One. No. Wait. What? What? Roman Reigns just kicked out of the famous leg drop of Hulk Hogan. Roman Reigns just kicked out at 1. Are you kidding me? Hulk Hogan hit the leg drop. Roman Reigns kicked out at 1. I'm in shock, folks. I mean, Hogan, that's the move that made him famous, moves that have won him championships. He's defeated the likes of Andre the Giant, Randy Savage. I mean, just think of all the superstars Hogan has faced. He's most likely beaten them with that leg drop. But Roman Reigns kicked out at 1. I mean, I'm in shock right here. As he went for the spear, I don't think he quite got all of it. Maybe caught Hogan in the side of the ribs or something there. But Hogan manages to kick out there at 2. As now Hogan, maybe that's just a sign of the times. Maybe Hogan, his age is kind of starting to catch up with him. Doesn't have as much power behind that leg drop. As now Reigns delivers a punch. And oh, wait a minute, Hulk Hogan. He's hulking up here. Hulk Hogan, big punch to the face by Reigns. And now Roman Reigns, Hogan blocks it, delivers the 2 punches. This is vintage Hulk Hogan right here. Big boot to the face of Roman Reigns. Runs off the ropes. Leg drop for the second time. Could this one be it? 1, 2, 3. Hulk Hogan has done it. Hulk Hogan has defeated Roman Reigns here. Very impressive showing here by both superstars. Roman Reigns, he kicked out of the leg drop at 1. How many superstars can say that? And now look at this. Hogan trying to show some respect. But oh! Roman Reigns. What disrespect here. Hogan was trying to help him up. Probably going to shake his hand, but Roman Reigns just delivers the low blow to Hulk Hogan. And then kicks him a couple of times. What disrespect shown there by Roman Reigns. But that's going to end this episode of Main Event. Hulkamania is still running wild to this date. And Hulkamania, will it run forever? That is the question. But I want to thank you all for watching this episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode. And, of course, the next episode of Main Event will be Mega Main Event. And that, of course, will be right before the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So that should be exciting. But I want to thank you all for watching. And, as always, keep on YouTubing.